Like I said, a week ago, Rahul, every day we were talking about the big Adani debate and the blow-up in Parliament. We've talked ad nauseum, was this a self-goal or not a self-goal? But I'll ask you the question which I asked Mr. Shastri. Do you somewhere down the line feel that Rahul Gandhi has frittered away possibly the change in perception he had gained or earned during the Bharat Jodo Yatra?
Preeti, the idea behind Bharat Jodo Yatra, it is still very unclear by Rahul Gandhi or the Congress what was the idea. It was to build a nation, bring together a nation. It did not make a large political template. So I think the elections will tell whether it did build a narrative. Because he went with building a narrative, Bharat Jodo Yatra. He thinks that he has added to that narrative with his UK visit. And what he's doing right now is adding to that. I think the real story which is emerging from this session till now, all that which has gone wrong, you have just narrated it. And I think amidst all this, the two people, I mean, me and you and Mr. Shastri, can continue pondering what has been gains and losses to the public. I think Zafar and Tarun can tomorrow have a Kinu juice drink in the morning together and smile at the situation, because see who are the two winners. The two winners is, one winner is the BJP, which was trying to project Mr. Narendra Modi as the global leader with India as a superpower. And in that comes Rahul Gandhi attacking the government at foreign soil. So the BJP uses that strong, potent, nationalistic agenda to say that you apologize. On the other hand, today the TMC had protested inside the house with black ribbons tied on their mouth. There was a human chain formed by opposition outside. We are not reporting it. It's not in news. What are we talking about is Rahul Gandhi as a principal voice of the opposition. So it is the BJP and the Rahul Gandhi who have become eventually the news. Rest, everything is not mattering. I think that's the setting up of the battle, which one should be, because Prime Minister wants to have a nationalistic agenda, global superpower, global leader for 2024. And Rahul Gandhi is also doing the same.
Well, ultimately, who's the collateral is the citizen, because it's another parliamentary washout where this reconvening of the budget session was concerned. Final words coming in from both our other panelists. Just for thought, Mr. Islam, I want to ask you, let's say Rahul Gandhi tomorrow issues an apology. Will you agree on a debate on Adani then?
See, again, first, our demand is as a citizen of this country, not as a parliamentarian, not as a minister, not as a party member, as a citizen, that he should say sorry to the nation. As far as any debate, discussion, deliberation, or what issues to be picked up to be discussed on the floor of the parliament, it is the responsibility of the business advisory committee. Their Congress party, through its representative, can propose any issues which they feel like that needs to be discussed.
But it hasn't happened in the past. I wish it was that simple, but it's quite not. But
represented by many.
But all right.
So they can decide if there is a meeting of minds. We are all set to.
Well, the meeting of minds is not that simple, Mr. Islam. You know that better. But Mr. Gogoi, I'll bring you in on this again. Your final comments. The same question I'd ask you. What does it come off eventually? Because Bharat Jodo Yatra, there was a certain perception that you wanted to build on it. Do you see somewhere down the line losing that with all that's going on? Self-goal, many would suggest.
I don't think so, Preeti. As I said, the Adani issue was a key part of the discussions during Bharat Jodo Yatra. It was a key part of the first part of the budget session, which took place a few weeks ago, and it remains to be an integral part of this discussion. In all of this, the BJP's attempt is, let us keep discussing Rahul Gandhi so that we don't need to discuss Adani. Why should there not be a probe? If the Supreme Court feels that there needs to be an investigation, then why not listen to the opposition party's demand for a JPC probe? When it was a UPA government, we allowed a JPC to be constituted on numerous issues. Why doesn't the BJP have the same confidence and allow a JPC? The JPC will have their own members. So if they are so sure about Mr. Adani and the fact that there is no link between Prime Minister Modi's foreign visits and Mr. Adani's global contracts, then please by all means have a JPC. As I said, I challenge the BJP to allow Rahul Gandhi because they don't believe in democracy. Again, you listen to the BJP spokesperson. Only if we stick to the script given by the BJP, only then they will let us speak. So if we want to have an independent view, view, if we want to have an individual opinion, if we want to have a voice of dissent, our mics will be turned off. Only if we praise, only if we follow their diktat, our mics will be turned on. This is exactly what we've been telling the people about, that this is no longer a parliament that represents the people of India. This is a parliament that represents the interests of the Prime Minister.
You know, ultimately, politics is a battle of perception. Who's winning it, the BJP or the Congress? We leave it for our viewers to decide.